action! Whoa!
Yeah, I'm not quite to push me off.
Hello everyone, this is JP and welcome to the making of Misfire. I'm going to show you how we created Misfire in just a few weeks. But before we start, I want to thank every single one of you who watched our short film. Very quickly about me, I'm JP. I'm an actor, director and stunt performer specialized in fight choreography. I've been doing stunts for more than 12 years now, and I was fortunate to work on both blockbusters and independent films, which gives me a unique perspective for action design. I think stunt work is what pushed me towards directing. I realized that storytelling was much more exciting than just creating fight scenes. I'm gonna make videos about all these experiences later on this channel, so please stay tuned. But let's go back to Misfire, and this is how it all started. It was the end of February 2024, and I got a call from a producer friend, Ross Robinson. He told me that he found this incredible place called the Mayfair, which was available for us to shoot in. But there was one catch. The place was going to reopen for good in 25 days, and after that, we never get a chance to film there again. So, of course, I said yes. The next step was getting a script. My biggest concern was not having enough time to come up with something solid. So I contacted a filmmaker friend, Ross Peacock. I knew we were going for a gangster story, so doing that together felt like the right thing. The original idea was very different from the final film. The girl had a much bigger role, and the whole story revolved around her and her father, who is actually alive in that early version. But I ran into some casting issues and had to rewrite the script into what it is now. In the end, that actually turned out to be the best thing, because I didn't lose the core themes I wanted to explore: love, betrayal, and sacrifice. That naturally brings me to the main inspiration behind Misfire, the Korean movie A Bittersweet Life. It's a beautiful story with similar themes, and I wanted to get a bit of that spirit. I've always loved Korean cinema, and I wanted to write my own kind of melodrama that connects to action. Then it was time to assemble a team, and it started with Has Dolul, an experienced filmmaker who directed several movies and TV shows. Next up was Thomas English, or DOP, who was extremely helpful from beginning to end and also providing an amazing job as a cinematographer. Simply said, the short film wouldn't exist without these two, so I'm very grateful to both of them. Laurel Porcel was the action director and big camera operator, working alongside Donovan Louis. Both are stunt veterans, and we've worked together so many times that it's like clockwork. They keep the set safe and moving while making every stunt look cinematic. And now my incredible cast. They're the ones who made the show what it is. I already knew exactly who I wanted to work with. These actors were in my mind as I created the story, and I was lucky that they all accepted to be part of the film. It was important to acknowledge every actor's strength. For example, Karanja and Errol are professional stuntmen, and it was great to see them perform and act with veteran actors such as Andrew, Mia, and Duke. Their chemistry was great on set, and I hope it translated as well on screen. Hopefully for you guys.
I'm glad you messed up. All right now.
In terms of planning, we decided to shoot the weekend before reopening, which was a little challenging. So Saturday for the acting day and Sunday for the action. As soon as I got to the restaurant, I knew exactly where the fight scene would happen. I usually like when there's different stages. You fight in the kitchen, you fight in the main area. But I was aware that we only had one day, so I decided to stay only in one section. Being both a director and a choreographer gave me an advantage. I knew every emotional beat of the story and the dialogue, as well as every punch and movement in the action. I can always adjust the action, I can merge two moves into one, but I cannot touch the acting beats, as it will affect the story.
Scene 11, Bravo, take one.
We started with the bathroom scene upstairs and then moved to the restaurant and shot everything in story order. I simply followed the storyboard, and our first AD Richie made sure that we stayed on track. Regarding acting, I try not to go over 4 takes, just to keep the momentum going. I also chose a sort of priority. I will decide which actor will go first depending on the scene. In some cases, I'd ask Andrew to go first, so other actors could react and build from that. And then I would switch, and Karanja would be leading another scene. By doing so, I was able to get a wide range of reactions and juggle with the dynamics of a scene. This strategy works pretty well, especially in the betrayal scene, which is the most challenging scene of the film. As we were shooting the acting, Laurent and Donnie were rehearsing for the next day. We were incredibly blessed with our stunt team. The level of the performers was really high overall. Errol is one of the stunt doubles for Deadpool and Wolverine. And David Warren is the official stunt double for the new Captain America. Alongside them, Karanja, Laurent and the rest of the team all have outstanding resumes. And I'm sure they worked on any Marvel or DC movies you can think of. For the action design, we made one clear decision, nothing too fancy. It has to match the tone of the film. Keep it grounded, efficient, but still entertaining. Laurent also pushed for the use of props, like the fork, the table, and the bottle. And rightfully so, as it brings more value to the fight. We didn't have time to prep a full previs before. We mainly focused on my storyboard, but we did improvise a lot as we were running out of time. And everything was safely performed thanks to Donnie's supervision. Combined with the final soundtrack, the scene got to the level I was aiming for.
Action! Cut! Cut there! You okay? Cut! Everyone okay? Normal. Yeah, not burnt in, but looking through. All the lights. Good thing, and then grab it out of the game. 3, 2, 1, action!
I handled the edit myself, and one of the biggest choices was cutting more than a minute of drama and dialogue.
What are you all still doing here?
I'm gone. I'll see you later.
In the edit,
Bye.
the scene broke the pacing, and I needed to show that the restaurant was empty.
Hey, head home.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're already getting drinks. I've got this.
Also, you can see that the actors are our first AD and camera assistant Margarita, who's also an actress. Alexandre Prodhomme is our VFX supervisor and a frequent collaborator. The VFX were kept minimal, muzzle flashes, blood bits, and some last-minute cleanups. And I know he's gonna hate me for saying this, but Alex won an Emmy this year for The Penguin, so I'm very proud of this guy. This is always my favorite part of post-production, because we can actually remake the film one more time. And Andrew did a fantastic job on both the sound design and the score. He managed to capture the sense of scale, and it pushed the scene to the right emotional level. And I want to thank our DOP Thomas and Harbor Picture Company for an amazing cinematic grade. Before I wrap up, I want to thank everyone who liked, shared and watched Misfire. The film exists thanks to a tiny crew who gave everything they had, and I'm very grateful for each of them. And finally, I want to thank Ross Robinson, who found the location for us. Unfortunately, Ross passed away a few months after the shoot, which is why Misfire is dedicated to him.
Back to one, please. Thank you very much. Back to one.
And it's a step in one.
Indie filmmaking is so hard to sustain, but YouTube gives us a voice. Our films are made with passion, on a low budget, but always with the ambition to deliver premium quality action for the audience. This is for the community, this is for you guys. Thank you. Before you go, I want to tell you something about the next video. Earlier this year, we flew to Senegal to shoot an action pilot. We had 10 days and zero prep. We shot in a public park with 30 extras and a car chase in the middle of a highway with the help from the police. And I'm pretty sure we faced a problem every 5 minutes on this shoot. But somehow, we made it work. I'm not gonna lie, it was exhausting, but I think it was the first time they're doing this kind of action over there. So if you want to join us and watch more, please subscribe to our channel.
Cut, that's it. Cut. And board.